overnight was very, very stormy, and there was a huge part of me that thought, I think I'll just leave it for the next day. But I woke up this morning and it seems to be a bit decent. I think it's gonna be really windy, so I'm just gonna give it a crack, see what happens. Just about to start, first lap. I've already found the first piece of carnage. Usain Bolt straight overnight. It's been ripped off its post. All right, here we go. Lap number 1. Coming into Killian's corner, this is a part I was concerned about with the weather. Oh, it's looking pretty good. Dusty lane. Not so dusty today. On your bend. And now into Percy's Purifier. Lap number 1, done. Course is looking good. I have found one of the benefits of doing this loop course is that you can get to fix things or set up shots really easily. So a couple of loops ago, I dropped my drone cable while I was trying to set it up while running. So then I just had a look for it on the next lap and found it. Now I'm going to set up a shot, see if that worked. If not, I'll do it next lap. Sorry, I forgot you were there. So, just clicked over 3Ks, got a bit of a plan. I'm going to do 5Ks in blocks, so I'm going to do 3K one way, 2 the other. And keep doing that, see how it goes. So far, so good. 3Ks in, boom shakalaka. On the return, this one's a bit brutal. Up Killian's corner. Boom! Feel those quads going. 6 kilometers in, after about 51 minutes. Had the drone up, put some more wood on the fire. So far, so good. So, coming out to my 8K, just 7.9 now. Good time to check in, and my first thing that I wanted to think about was why I'm doing this. And obviously in Victoria, Australia, we've got a COVID-19 situation, like everyone does, but we're still allowed to go out and run. So I could be running anywhere. The recommendation is obviously to do it close to home. I'm doing close to home, but you can travel to go and run somewhere else. So I don't have to be doing an ISO run. So brings the question, why? And I think for me, a big part of it is, why the hell do ultra runners run ultras anyway? You don't need to run 100Ks. You don't need to run 50Ks. Most of the time you don't need to run a park run. It's more of a fact that we like a bit of a challenge maybe. We like an adventure. And that's what I'm looking for here. The mental challenge of doing something over and over and over again to try and keep it interesting for yourself. I can touch my face. I haven't been out, haven't seen anyone. And the other one is an adventure. To be able to turn your own backyard into an adventure. If you can do that, you're in a good spot. I think it was Kurt Vonnegut. He was at a party with another author, and it was a party of a very rich person, and the one author said to Kurt Vonnegut, "Oh, isn't it amazing that the person throwing this party has so much money? They'll have more money in one day than we'll earn in our whole lifetime." And Kurt Vonnegut replied, "Yeah, but there's one thing that I've got that they'll never have." And the other author said, "What's that?" And he said, "Enough." And I think that's a really cool thing. If you can figure out how you can have enough in your life, even if that's running around in your own backyard, be grateful for what you've got, and that's pretty bloody good. That's what I'm going to have a crack at. About ready to start the 11th K. I'm going to give it a push, see if I can perhaps do an almighty sub 6 minute K. Might cost me later, but I figure it's something to keep the mind fresh. A bit of a push. Cheers. Ready, and we're away. So the fastest K recorded so far, 6:15. It's lying. Hips starting to get a bit sore. 11 and a little bit K's done. So for those uninitiated with the course, I thought I'd do a quick lap. To start with Usain Bolt straight, we go down here. So this is where I'm meant to be building up my speed. Got a bit of a fire going, if it survives the rain, into Killian's corner. So Killian Journo, an awesome ultra runner. That there is Killian's corner. Killian's known for his descents. Well, he's known for being an amazing runner, but his descents, technical terrain, is amazing, and that's what that is. This here, dusty lane. Usually this is quite dusty. You'll have to take my word for it, because my dogs run up and down here. These trees have got the pounding from the dogs. So usually through here, it's very dusty. But today, it's rather wet. Here, there's actually quite a fall on the land. The fall's down that way. So my right hip at this lap cops the pounding. So I try and stay as low as I can on this side. But then coming into here, we have Bunyip Bend. Got a couple of mates there that we run around Bunyip National Park. This is Bunyip Bend coming around. Where do I go? Where do I go? Bang! Into the right-hand turn for this lap anyway, before I change angles. And then into Percy's Purifier. Up this hill. It's been a bit of a grind coming up here, I tell you that. So Percy Cerutty was an eccentric athletics coach in Australia. And his book, Why I Die, or a book about him, his biography, is an awesome read. So I'll try and put a link to it. But basically Percy was growing up, grew up through the Depression. Pretty extremely difficult early on. Family life, didn't have a piece of fruit until he was 15. Lived in poverty. Kind of gives a bit of perspective at this point where we're at with our lives for some of us. Reminder of how fortunate we are, how fortunate I am to run around my block. It's a gift. So yeah, so Percy, crazy, known as an eccentric athletics coach of some of the greatest runners ever. John Landy, Herb Elliott, and yeah, when he was growing up, he had a breakdown. I think he was about 45. Basically looked pretty bad, and he sort of did basically a big health kick and changed his diet, got back into running in a big way, and he did a lot of training down at a training camp down in Portsea, and there's a run on that's meant to go from Frankston to Portsea, and it's meant to be on tomorrow, 55 Ks. It's something I've always wanted to do, and it was my plan to do it this year, but obviously with things how they are, I won't be doing it. So I've decided to try and do 55 at home. So Percy, this one's for you, mate. So the morning's been pretty decent, but it looks like things are about to turn pear-shaped. Some big wind coming, looks like a bit of rain too. Things are about to get interesting. 13.6 k's in, oh, nearly 14 k's in. Yeah, so it's going well. Had a bit of rain then. Hopefully the fire keeps going. Looks like it is. Yes, winning. Oh, warm. So things just got a little bit magical out here. A little bit special, a little bit spectacular, because I'm out here doing this ISO ultra. And then what happens? What happens indeed? The water turns off. Yeah, so oh, right around the Killian's corner. Yeah, so we'll give it a go. This is what I meant about angry dogs. See? Oh, I'm well chuffed. That was awesome. Thanks, Morty, for popping in. That certainly was the highlight so far. Thanks. Pretty rainy now. It's pretty cool. I'm worried about, not worried, but interested to see how this part of the track holds up. So far I've run it all. I've stopped and taken photos or videos, but I've been running every step I've taken. Don't know if that's a good idea. It'll probably bite me in the bottom later. Might have to chuck in some walking bits. Seventeen and a half k's. Time for some podcast action. Reply all.
And it's a ticket to optimize for the beggars. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it. It's a ticket to optimize for the beggars. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it.
Wanted an adventure. Turns out that there's water coming in through the roof behind the television. So now we're going to get on the ladder, put a tarp over the chimney, just to make sure no more water gets through. Shed time. Welcome to my shed. I went up, but I couldn't see anything. We're going to have to get someone that knows what they're doing. Anyway, back to running. You are just about to witness a half marathon ISO in 30 metres. Come around the corner. Here we go. It's slippery around here now. A lot of parts have got slippery. And there we go. Woohoo! 2 hours and 53 minutes. Thank you very much. In the bank. Half marathon. Pace has certainly dropped off. Trail is a lot more slippery. And yeah, it does feel like the later Ks are going to be quite challenging, which was the goal. Certainly been an adventure already. 22.82 kilometres in, and I have a running buddy. Hey! Bit of a fair weather runner if you ask me.
I don't have a jacket, it's not even raining.
She's missed the rather stormy time. But it does look like there's a bit more on the horizon, so she'll probably go inside soon.
Yeah, exactly.
24 k's in. Just had my first gel. I've been drinking Endura. It's been pretty good. But yeah, I've been up for like 3.5 hours, haven't had any food. So I thought, I better have some. And Corinne's still here, so that means it's not raining yet. But this is pretty slippery now. Certainly not dusty. So just coming up to 27.5 kilometers. And everyone knows what that means. Halfway. Coming up Percy's Purifier. There we are, halfway. Pretty knackered already. So the thought of halfway suggests that I'll be pretty tired by the end of this. Let's do half of it. 3 hours 50. So not exactly a blistering pace, but probably tougher than I expected as well. Cheers. But at least the weather's brightened up a bit. Time for a shirt change. Shirt change, direction change, mentality change. After getting through halfway, the new goal is now 33 k's. So 27.5. New goal is looking forward to 33 k's because all the Bunyip boys know I love a drop box. And in here, a Bunyip Bend, I've got myself a little secret stash, a drop box. And that's going to get me 33 k's. I'm allowed to peek inside and see what's there, what delights await me. I've got to say it's a bit of an ISO drop box. It's not exactly spectacular, but you know, it's something to look forward to. So 33 k's is the new excitement station. Rock and roll, new shirt, ready to roll. The first shirt, the shirt changes, a bit of a reminder of the good fortune I've had to run with lots of different cool people. The first shirt was the US or the Aussie postal shirt from Trailwalker, I don't know, about 20 years ago, running with Nico and a few other people. And so that was that one. We were team 001. So we were the Aussie postal team, like US postal, except we weren't on drugs. The next one was the team green shirt over in Hong Kong. I ran with a group of awesome people called Team Green, and we did a lot of trail walkers over there, and I learned a heap about running and life from those people running there. So it was a very cool time, and that was a Team Green shirt. So I did a couple of trail walkers with them and a lot of running with awesome people. And then this one here, this one is a Sabre Adventure Race shirt, and that's mainly with Mark Doley and Charles Frew. We were Team Fine North, and then our final year we were lucky enough to have John Power come along as well and have a cracking time. And so yeah, that's what I'm up to now. My Borneo Sabre Adventure Race Challenge shirt, and it's been in a bit of sequential order. So coming back from Hong Kong, what's going to be next? CJ, might have something to do with you. So everyone has these weird things that they like. One of the weird things that I like is French fried little chips with lemon on them, and then I put them in the microwave. The thing is, my wife hates the smell of them. She really doesn't like it. So I've taken this opportunity. I don't even really feel like them. I don't feel like them. But basically, I've asked my wife to make them, and here they are. Yum.
Nice.
I was just telling the camera, I don't even really feel like them. It was
really?
just so that you have to make them.
I don't think I made them right. They don't smell quite as bad as when you make them.
No, there's not enough lemon.
You want more lemon?
Nah, it's okay. I'll survive. Just another challenge for me.
You've got chips on your top.
33.3 k's. I was going to open the drop box that I've planted, haha, at 33 k's. So the tradition is with the Bunyip crew, we've been out on a couple of runs, we put a drop box somewhere full of delights like donuts and things like that. And that was going to be one of my joys. Coming up here to Bunyip Bend, I was going to pop in and get my sneaky drop box. Here we are at Bunyip Bend. But it started raining, I'm pretty stuffed. So I'm going to keep my drop box reward. I'm going to push it further back. So it's going to keep me moving. So at the moment, mentally I'm going to say I'm going to push it out to 35. That way when I have the drop box, I'll only have 20 k's to go. And it is starting to pour down. I don't know, this might be, that's not quite hail, but it's raining pretty heavy. The fire's stood up really well. Oh, how cool is this? Look at this. We got some fresh mulch the other day and it's steaming. That's cool. Hang out of a salt tablet just for my car going twang then. Starting to feel a little bit crampy. Just had a salt tablet. Now some pickle. 37, nearly 38 k's. Almost ticked off a marathon. Too late. It's an age since I've seen you. Countdown as the weeks trickle into days. Over there when I need you here. My happiness. Stop and go. 42.1 k's. 100 meters to go. And then I will have bagged myself an ISO Mara. And one more step, and I guess it's technically an ultra, but Peter Farbeck always said it's not really an ultra until you hit 50 at least. So I really wish I'd just probably set a goal for a Mara. But for Percy's sake and for my own sake too, I'm going to follow through and tick off the goal of 55. However slow it's going to be, that's the goal to get there. So looking now, 40 meters, and then we've got a Mara in the bag. A marathon in 6 hours, 10 minutes and 6 seconds. Put that one in the record books. Bizarre, how bizarre, making me crazy. Every time I look around, you're in my head. I don't know the words. In my head. Here we are. Jacko has come out for a lap with me. Prince Felmy. And Tess has come to the lap. So, just kicked off the marathon. 6 seconds. Keep plodding along. Good job. Well done, Jacko. Good job, buddy. Well done. Just cracked 46 k's, 9 k's to go. Rain looks like it's passed for the moment. Listening to some violent femmes. I'll do a little lap of the fire as well. Maybe 2 laps. 4. Oh, that's nice. Maybe 3 laps. Make my own rules here. 4 laps. And now the other way to undo the dizzy. Oh, a bit of smoke. Oh, love it. Love it. Can't see, but love it. Bit more smoke. Ooh. And back into the breach, dear friends. Back into the breach. Down Killian's corner. Quite muddy, quite slippery. Killian would be proud, hopefully. Now that I'm 46 kilometres in to 55, Bunyip Bend boys, hanging around Bunyip Bend, what do we have? A drop box. Drop box. Hard to open, one-handed, and ready for the magic. Whoa! It's a bit underwhelming, but I just thought of it last night. So a SodaStream Coke and a banana and some Savoy. Some of the best drop boxes I've ever made. But it's got chocolate in it. So good. I think I'll leave the top off it. And I'll keep coming back to it and have a little bit on the coming lap. Thank you, past Tim, for organising that. Current, present Tim says thank you. I'll have the Coke next. That'll be good. The sun is out. Just cracked through the 50k mark. In about 7.5 hours, 7:36. Slippery corner. Yeah, so 5 to go. Feeling really good. Legs are sore and tired and stuff like that, but I've absolutely had a ball. I think it's a beautiful day when you think, I'll remember that day for the rest of my life, in a good way. And yeah, so that's what today's been. A day that I will never forget, I think, especially now because I have like a little vlog about it. But it's not that often, I guess, you get to say that at the end of the day. I remember that one forever, and for it being a good one is really, really cool. So yeah, try and make a few more of those days that you remember forever. Just ticked over 54 kilometres, 1k to go, about 4 laps. Loved the weather, it's been awesome. Loved the challenge, it's been fantastic. It's just been really good fun. Next video will probably be me finishing up. I think the kids have made me a banner or something. Yeah.
Go Dad! Go Dad, and the sign says, Go Dad! Finish! Go Dad! Ah, yeah, go Dad!
55 k's in a brief 8 hours and 17 minutes and 9 seconds. Very good fun, highly recommended. Thank you. Bye.